Hi BookTube, Tamara here, and it's time for another tiny book haul. As you may or may not know, I don't have a lot of storage space for a lot of books, so a lot of the reading that I do is now via ebook, which makes me sad, but one day we'll have the space for the library of my dreams. Until then, I just get a few books at a time, and even then it's starting to accumulate. But let me show you the books that I've got this week, and also can you see the shirt? Let's try not to get the lipstick on it. It's Alice in Wonderland. Here's a Cheshire, the cat. And Alice is down here, but she's on one of my love rolls there, so I'm not going to zoom in on that. My friend Melissa sent this to me from Lithographed, which is this really cool site where they take quotes and things and like big passages from classic works and make cool freaking t-shirts like this. So this is Alice in Wonderland, and I am psyched. I just got it today, so that gave me like extra incentive to make this video because I wanted to show off my shirt. Yeah. Let's get started with this tiny book haul. I got a couple books from Burgess last week, which made me super freaking happy. The first book I got from her was The Artist's Way, A Spiritual Path to Higher Creativity by Julia Cameron. If you watch Burgess Taylor's channel, she has been doing kind of like the lessons in here as part of a series on her channel. And I was thinking about doing that too, because from what I've watched with Burgess, this has been kind of like a good way to get in touch with herself as a creative. And I was wondering if you guys would be interested in me doing this on my channel, because sometimes I feel like I need, I don't know, an extra something. I don't know if it's grounding or just becoming more in touch with my creative self. I don't know. I feel sometimes like I get caught up in all the other things and that my creative side doesn't get fed. Ugh, so dramatic. In any case, so I'm really excited to get started with this, and if you guys are interested in a series, let me know. And she gave me Lacey's Story by Stephen King. Lacey DeBuscher Landon lost her husband Scott after a 25-year marriage of the most profound and sometimes frightening intimacy. Scott was an award-winning, best-selling novelist and a very complicated man. She understood that there was a place Scott went, a place that both terrified and healed him, that could eat him alive or give him the ideas he needed in order to live. Now it's Lacey's turn to face Scott's demons. What begins as a widow's effort to sort through the papers of her celebrated husband becomes a nearly fatal journey into the darkness he inhabited. Interesting. I am totally unfamiliar with this book. I'm looking to see when it was published. It says it was published in 2006. Well, I'm definitely interested in this. Of course, it is a big book, but it has big print, so it might not take as long. We'll see. We'll see when I read it. But I am interested in it, and I do love Stephen King, so that was cool. Thanks, Burgess. I got Patrick Rothfuss, The Name of the Wind, because I was going to get it via my public library, but this is quite the tome, and as you can see, this has tiny font. So there's something weird happened with this page. I don't know if you could see this, but do you see how it goes in here? It was slid up, so the pages aren't quite right. But I don't really care because it looks as though the only thing that was chopped off was part of the name of the header and not any of the actual story. So it kind of makes me twitch a little bit, but it'll be okay. At least it won't be a detriment to me reading the story. This book came out in 2007, I think. And I'm not even really sure what it's about. I've heard a lot of YouTubers discuss it, but I kind of didn't really listen to their explanations because I didn't want to know. I am one of those readers. I like to be kind of surprised about things. I do know that it's high fantasy. Let's see. I have stolen princesses back from sleeping borrow kings. I've burned down the tavern of Trebon. I've spent the night with Valurian and left with both my sanity and my life. I was expelled from the university at a younger age than most people are allowed in. I tread past by moonlight that others fear to speak of during day. I have talked to gods, loved women, and written songs that make the minstrels weep. You may have heard of me. Go. Oh no, you're gonna draw me in so bad. I feel as though I'm gonna have to like set time, like have everything that I need to have done, and like this will be a weekend of some sort, because I think this is going to eat me alive. Like that little bit has me wanting to read all of it right now. So I'll put you down because I'm not ready. I have things to do today. The final book is Inheritance by Lan Samantha Cheng, and this is the Literary Roadhouse Book Club Book of the Month, and I'll be reading that, and I'm also going to be a guest on their podcast. I was a guest on Literary Roadhouse, and I will leave that link for that podcast in the downstairs so you can check that out. We talked about a short story called Escape from Spiderland by George Saunders. That was a really interesting short story. I'll leave that link. We had a really good talk. That was my first time I was ever on a podcast, you guys, and I think it went well, and I didn't die, so there's that. Spanning 7 decades, this arresting debut novel tells the story of a love triangle within a distinguished family. In 1931, abandoned after their mother's suicide, the young Juan and her sister Yanin make a pact never to leave each other. The two girls are inseparable until Junan, J-U-N-A-N, sorry. Until Junan enters into an arranged marriage and makes the mistake of falling in love with her soldier husband. When the Japanese invade China, Junan and her husband are separated. Unable to follow him into the wartime capital, Junan makes the fateful decision to send her sister after him. Set in China and America against a backdrop of political chaos and social upheaval, the story is narrated by Junan's sister. Set in China and America against a backdrop and the story is narrated by Junan's daughter, Hong. Sounds very interesting. I have not read it before. I haven't heard of this particular author. So, good. Let's see. And this is copyright 2004. Today I'm really interested in the copyrights for everything. I hope you don't mind. So, I will be reading this and we'll be discussing it on that podcast. When that podcast is out, I'll let you guys know about it. And I'm sure everywhere. Those are the books that I got this month, and I'm pretty excited, just like I'm excited about the shirt. Have you read any of them? Are you interested in reading any of them? And let me know if you would like to go on a journey with the artist way with me. Again, my name is Tamara. I make videos about writing and books because of those two things that I love and talk about, probably to excess. So I need an outlet, you guys. Here you are. If you like this video, click the like so I know that you enjoyed it. And share it because I love having conversations with everyone in the comments. The more the merrier. And subscribe if you haven't, so I do this weekly. Also, check out my Saturday vlogs where I talk about my editing journey and I show you around Hawaii a little bit. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.